So the first thing I would encourage you to do is go to, if you have your computer or otherwise, go to evals.wm.edu and look at the evaluation form. So if you've taught before, you're going to have previous evaluations, but you can get but then there's also going to be data there for all faculty on the form that your department uses and the means from previous years. So I'm going to show my form, just wanted to put the link there so you could, or the website, and that's all I type in to a browser and it pops up for me. So this is the actual form that my department uses. And remember that every department does things a little bit differently. So you want to be sure to find out what form your department uses and which questions they value the most, or that they've kind of put the most weight on. Right. So this was from my 50 student class from the spring of 2021, I think. And my response rate for this particular semester was much lower. This was a remote asynchronous taught class. So I'm happy with the response rate I got from a remote asynchronous class, but it certainly is lower than I would have liked, and lower than it would have been, I think, if it was in person. So showing this to you, not to look at my evaluations per se, although I think we should be open about sharing, as older faculty members should be sharing our evaluations with others to demystify the process. So if you do have an in-department faculty mentor, I would recommend asking to go review their previous course evaluations if they're comfortable with that. The evaluation forms. Knowing the questions is really informative, not so that you can teach to the test, but to know what your department values. So Mike asked, which questions does your department value? I think every new faculty member should be asking their department which are the questions that carry the most weight or are looked at the most. And for some, it'll be similar to the questions that are looked at in my department. For other folks, it might be the comments. It could be different types of questions. So know what the questions are, and also know which ones are going to be scrutinized within your department.